So now we're taking it back and saying you've got to get to the halfway line. All right? So they're only going to do it for 1 minute. Sorry. They're only going to do this for 1 minute, but now you're going to see how we get moving. All right? Ready? Let's go. Pass it. Boom. That's it. Start running. Let's go. Let's go. Go get moving now. Good. That's it. All in the timing now. It's good. Take it out. 2 hands on the ball. 2 hands on the ball when we take it out. Good. That's it. Good. Good job. Here we go. Keep running, keep running. Don't cheat, guys. Get to the halfway line. Right, hold the ball. Okay, good job. Okay, so main emphasis for me when we do this, making layups, good passes, footwork behind the line becomes key. All right. So some coaches, if you're comfortable with them, we get them take the ball down 2 hands, and it might be a 1 step, and they're going to make that pass. But they've got to be in control of their body, and they've got to be in control of the ball when they do it. Okay. Next drill we do after this, give me 3 lanes on the end line. Let's go, hustle up, 3 lanes. So we call this long pass drill. All right. We do this so that we get everybody moving and running. So on this one, what's going to happen is ball starts in the middle. We're going to make a pass to the right. All right, pass to the right. Ball going to come back to the left. You're going to pass it across, and then you're going to make a skip pass. Right. Once that skip pass is made, you got a layup. After you make the layup, you're going to go out. You're going to go to the outlet position. Middleman, you taking the ball out, feet behind the line, run away from the basket. Make that outlet pass. Once you've made that skip pass, you're going to come curling around this way. And then you're going to give me a good javelin pass or full court chest pass to you. All right? And you end up with a layup on this side. So once again, emphasis on taking the ball out. And now we want to get running. Who's up here? Ready? Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. Skip pass. Start running this way. Take it out, take it out. Step out of bounds. This way, this way. To the guy that lays up, all right? Good job, let's go. Next group, pass it to the guy that lays up on the outlet. Skip and take off. Good, take it out. Yep, good, long pass. Good job. That's it, let's go. Right, let's go. Outlet. And we always want to be shouting. We always want to be talking to each other when we're running these drills. Always talking to each other, communicating. Good passes. Takes it out. Cross. That's it. All right, hold the ball. Okay. What did we notice about the people that had made the passes? What did you guys notice? No talking. What else?
You start to get lazy. You should be going close to the side.
Yeah, right. We get lazy. All right, they've made the pass, they're not taking part in. So what we do is now we add a little more to it. That way, by adding an extra king to it, everybody got to keep on running. So what's going to happen is instead of this person making the layup now, when we come back this way, you're going to stop with a jump stop at the high post. And as those 2 players come in, that person that makes the pass is going to go to the left. The center person is going to go to the right, and you're just going to make a handoff pass. Okay? So same action that way. When we come back, we split the post. All right? Let's go. Good. Take it out. High post. There, fake. Handoff. Layup. Good job, guys. Let's go again. Layup, layup. That's it. Good. Got to follow up, follow up. So now by adding this, as you guys can see, there's no more just passing the ball and standing. Everybody got to keep on running. So the energy is now building up. Good job. Good. Let's go. Layup, layup, layup. That's it. Keep talking, keep talking. Good. That's it. All right, hold the ball. Okay, what else are you noticing about the players as we're doing this? As a coach, we got to pick up on this stuff. So what can we see the players were doing when they were going that way? Right, some people were staying in the same lane. All right, if you're going to run your offense and do drills, sometimes players are like, I'm comfortable here, I know how this works. Your whole team, not just the point guard, your whole team needs to know how everything runs. So if you're running a drill, they got to know how that drill runs, because when it gets to a play that might have about 5 sets in it, they've all got to know what everything is, not just what they're supposed to be doing. They need to know what everybody's supposed to be doing. All right, last part on this one, we're doing the same thing, going that way, but this time when we come back, we're going to put the ball on the backboard once, ball on the backboard second time, and the person that's in the middle finishes off with a layup. All right, let's go. So to keep the same pattern going that way, he finishes it, boom, boom. Now they got to be talking, left side, right side, backboard, backboard. Guy goes up, that's it. Through this, I'm also telling them they don't need to rush. You don't need to miss layups. We need to make layups. We need to make layups. Good. Let's go. Good job. Take it out. That's it. Well done. Okay, hold the ball. Right. Coaching tip, good habits over bad habits. Always be comfortable. All right? Lady came down. She couldn't make that long pass. She is smart. She took a dribble so she could make the pass. Be clear in how you want the drill to work. Same thing. Rebound comes up. We don't want a low percentage second chance. If it's not comfortable to go straight up, land, put yourself in a game situation all the time. All right? Practice is game situation. You're not practicing practice. You're practicing for the game. Okay? So we do this drill. We call it long pass, and this is where the challenge comes. All right? I know for a fact I've used this for years and years and years, and I've done this drill with an under 16 ladies team, and they completed it in the 3 minutes. All right? So it's doable. The under 16 ladies team, they did it in 3 minutes. So no matter who you're coaching, you can give them a target. So I've got 3 minutes on the clock right now, okay? When they start the drill, they're going to have 3 minutes to make the 30 buckets in a row. So the 30 buckets become 1, 2, doing the first set that we did normal. The second set becomes the split the post. So got to make 10 in a row like that. And then the last set is going off the backboard. So when we do this with the 3 minutes, 30 makes, if we only make 15 sprints at the end of it. If we manage to make 25 of them, we got 5 sprints. All right, and this is how we usually start practice so that they get locked in and they're talking straight away. Okay, so we got 3 minutes on the clock. It's plenty of time. We just got to get quick rebounds, get the ball up here. The catch is, bad pass is a turnover, back to 0. Missed layup, back to 0. If you complete the first 10, that's in your bank, you're good. Then we go to the next 10 and the next 10, all right? Okay, clock, ready, let's go. At this point, you want them to count loud. Let's go, we got to count them out. All right, we're on 0. Good. Whenever there's a drill going on, you're watching them, you're watching the body language on the baseline, you're watching how they're talking. What we got? Let's go. Talk, 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 talk. Oh, let's go, let's go. Take it out, take it out. Good. Let's go, let's go.
One.
Right, so as they're going on, look, as I'm saying, you're always watching the team, good habits, bad habits, who might fall asleep on the baseline, who's communicating, because this is what sets the tone for practice. This sets the tone, all right? Let's go, we got 50 seconds, guys. Stay positive, stay up. Sharp, last ones. Right, you guys hold the ball, hold the ball. Okay, right, so what happened? Come on, coaches, what happened right there?
Mistakes because of the time constraints.
Time, all right? So now everybody's looking at the clock, all right? First one misses, now, team leaders, all right? The vocal guy, those guys are key. But as a coach, you've got to mentor them, all right? Because sometimes a player being positive can sometimes be a negative, all right? A player kind of like going like, come on, guys, come on. We're better than this. Like, sometimes players can take it in a way that you're trying to show me up in front of the coach. So you got to manage that communication, all right? Might be a little different, like, hey, you got the next one. Come on, you better than that, all right? Is a lot better than a whinge, all right? Also, as we were going, everybody starts to tighten up or starts to relax when things aren't going well, all right? Now, you got to treat it, you have two choices. You let them go through it because now you're going to punish them, make them run sprints, and hope that they remember what just happened. Or you're going to call a timeout during the practice and say, hey, let's get our heads together. I'm putting the clock at 3 minutes. Let's get this right, and let's move forward. So you have a choice on how you manage that because this is your start of training. This is going to set the tone for the rest of the training session. So if we hurt them, or if I take the energy out really early, it might be a long training session, okay? So this is a long pass drill, 3 minutes, and the object is to try and get 30 buckets, all right? We're going to get 30 baskets. Once we've done this one, we go into what we call, you guys might have seen this drill, it's called 415. Our target as a pro team was to make 120 shots. So we got 120 makes, okay? So it's a five basketball drill. We'll have 2 basketballs on each baseline, and then we'll have 1 basketball that will be our layup basketball. Once again, it's emphasis on fast breaking, so it's a rebound. We don't need to take it out of bounds this time, but it's a rebound, 1 outlet pass, 1 long pass, all right? Outlet pass, long pass, and we get a layup, all right? So if we go, we need to get 5 basketballs, and we got 3 lanes over here. Can we get 3 players to run that across that side for me? Yeah, we need to just take 2 balls there, leave 1 here. So we got 3 lanes again. Over here we got 3 lanes. So I want the balls on the wings, out wide, and then the person in the middle, all right? Okay, ball there, and then 1 ball in the middle. Good. Right. So the middle ball that we start off with, that's going to stay our layup ball, all right? That's going to be our layup ball. All we're going to have is quick passes. We're going to have dribble pull-ups, We're going to have catch and shoots. If you've got multiple coaches, assistant coach, they can keep score, all right? We'd usually have the Daktronics on. So as they were going, we'd put the score on the board, but we'd also put how many shots they'd take, all right? I think it's very important to keep up with percentages, all right? That way you know that we're not just getting up shots. But our target would normally be 120 makes, all right? If you put the ball behind you, you don't need that ball, right? That ball behind. Okay, so communication is key again, all right? On the end line, somebody got to say, I got outlet, I'm going long. If there's no communication, it's not going to work, all right? So who's got outlet, who's going long? So you got outlet, so whoever's on the end line, you guys got to say, I'm going long, I got outlet, all right? The end line passes are going to go to the sides of the players running in, okay? So all that's going to happen is you're going to catch that outlet pass. You're going to make that layup, pass across there, hold it, yeah, and then you're going to go to the opposite corner for a shot. Stay here, stay here, stay here. And then once you've made that pass, you're going to that side for the shot, okay? Let's go. So you're going to go, yeah. Ready? Let's go. Pass goes there. That's a long pass that we want to get a layup from, all right? And then they're going in, shots. Let's go, guys, let's go. Outlet, long pass, bang. Come across over here, shot. Let's go, next groups, let's go. Pass, long pass, good. That's it, long pass. Right, so what we want to try and do, here we're working on all different passes, okay? Right, hold the ball. Okay, remember, want you guys to be in control of the basketball, be in control of your body. If the pass is too far, 1 or 2 dribbles, let's pass to hands, all right? Let's pass to hands, okay? Ready? Let's go. That's better. Good. Good pickup.
Go long. Yeah.
There you go. Chase your rebounds. Let's go. Communicate, guys. Communicate. Ball on the wing. Good talk. Let's go. Right. So we got 4:15 on the clock, and we want to get 120. All right. Focus again. Communication. If they don't communicate, they're not going to get anything working. They're not going to get a lot of buckets. They're not going to get shots. Also, as they're doing this, watch the different shots that they're taking. All right? Focus on the type of jump shots that they're taking.
And 5 minutes for the shot.
Yep. Let's go. Right, good job. Hold the balls. Good job. Okay. So, when we get going again, the clock's on, it's running, there's a score going. The target score helps them, energizes them, because they want to go for it. Now, the key part that happens when we run this, if they think they're not going to make it, this is a mindset thing. They start to like, we're not going to make it. All right? That's a terrible habit. That's a bad team. All right? They got to keep on pushing and pushing. So once again, if we say our target's 120 and you only get to 115, you got 5 sprints. Giving them those sprints means like they're going to push right to the end because they want less of a punishment. Okay? Right. Last drill we're going to go on. So now we've gone long pass drill, take the ball out, get your head up, look ahead. Everything's been building up to that. We do this as this is our 5-on-5 fast break drill. So it starts off focusing on the free throw, boxing out on the free throw, and then we're going to end up going 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3, 5-on-4, and 5-on-5. When we get to 5-on-5, we choose whether we want to go a zone or whether we want to go man. But When it's 3-on-2, you're focusing on what you do in transition defense. If it's 4-on-3, same thing. You're focusing on what you would do in that deep. If it's 5-on-4, you might set up a box. I got ball, first pass, I got two. So there's a number of things that you just build up and keep on teaching them as we go through this. Okay, so if you guys just come in, let's split into 2 groups of 5. All right, let's just grab those, go grab the bibs for me, big guy.
Yeah.
Let's go from the end line. Hustle up. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 10 of us? Yeah? All right, let's get a, boom. One of you's come across here. Okay, you guys okay? Right. We need one basketball.
This one.
Right. Okay. You taking the free throw. So you 4 going to go to the end line. All right. 2 people on this side of the key, and then 2 people on that side of the key. Let's go. Right. You boxing out. So we got a person boxing out from over here, and we got one person over there. You off for now. So you go to that side. Right, so we're trying to put everything we've just done. If there's a score, you just take the ball out. If there's no score, we're just going to be attacking. We're trying to play up-tempo, all right? What I try and do is we're trying to run our fast breaks by pushing the ball ahead all the time. We don't want the ball going backwards. We want the ball going forwards. We're not playing rugby. We want the ball to go forward. Okay, good habit. This player over here says to his teammate, I got shooter. When we run this drill, we got 2 guys in pink and 1 shooter. If they get that he gets the offensive rebound, I punish them straight away. All right? They'll get some sprints straight away. So boxing out becomes key. Right. If he scores the free throw, take it out of bounds, and then you guys are going to go 2 against 1.
Okay.
Off a miss or a make, the 2 guys the 2 in the front of the line, you're going to come 3 against 2. Okay. Next 2 jump in, 4 against 3, 5 against 4, and then we play until we get a bucket. All right? Okay, ready? Let's go. Good job. Somebody take it out. You got to talk on defense. Good job. Take it out. Another 2 in. Let's go. It's 4-on-3. Keep playing. Good job. 5-on-4. That's it. Let's go. We match up. Let's go. Keep playing. Good. So when they keep on going, we don't get a bucket. After about 3 possessions, I'll end it. Right, good job. Okay, end line is pink team this side. Okay, what did we notice from the shots that were taken? Early in the shot clock, what else? Outside shots. What was the advantage? Extra player all the time. Ball movement has to happen. We can't settle for threes. We know modern game, everybody wants to shoot a 3, but if you've got the numbers, all right, you've got to get them to understand that if with ball movement, somebody should end up with a layup, all right? The other part of fast breaking is getting players that sprint down the floor, hands up, looking for the ball. If they don't, go to the corners, all right? If there's a numbers break and you get a corner touch, it forces the defense to turn their heads. If everybody stays above, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to give them a little instruction now that when we're running, we're going to try and get layups. But guys, when we get into 5-on-4, all right, or 4-on-3, we got to get to the corners to force the defense to turn their heads. Okay? Right, let's go. So pink, someone in pink, go take a free throw. Right, so 2 people over here. If you're coming across there, that's it. Somebody box out shooter. Good take it out. Good. There we go. Let's go. Outlet. Get to the corners. Good job. Let's go. 5-on-4. You got to talk on defense. Good job. 5-on-5. Corners. Get to the corners, players. All the way to the corner. Good job. All right. Let's go one more time. Great free throw. Do you see the difference when guys got to the corners? Even in semi-transition, there was a whole lot more court spacing. That's why getting people to corners is really important. If you get them to run, why don't they run to the corners? Why don't players run to the corners? It's the furthest place to go. Nobody wants to go there. And also, the players start to think, I'm even further away from the ball. And so that's why if you encourage ball movement and they know they're going to get those corner touches, we all know if you go right, EuroLeague, NBA, most pro leagues, high-level basketball, they defend that corner 3. The 3s at the top, they take their chances with. But the corner 3 is a high percentage shot. So if you can get corner touches, it's actually absolutely great for your team. Right, last one. Let's go. Let's go, great ball. Good job, let's go. Spacing, corners. See the corner. There you go. Well done. Get to the corner. Last possession, let's go. Right, good job, guys. Well done. Okay, coaches, any questions?
So, just going back to the inbound, in terms of details, in terms of where we're trying to catch the ball, or encouraging to catch the ball on the inbound, whereabouts would you encourage it, and does it change from male to female?
Okay, for me, I've always been male or female. It's been free throw line extended is the max. I feel that inbound pass cannot have any form of a lob to it. It's got to have a zip to it. So all my outlet passes need to be free throw line extended. Like I think you observe, different people go to different points and so forth. So as a team, you want to be uniform. So like when somebody takes out, they kind of like in their mind know there should be somebody standing in that position.
What kind of rules do you implement? For example, I would encourage like a paint touch on the transition. Just get a paint touch. If it's outdoor, if it's an outside shot, it needs to get paint touch. Is there specific rules?
Yep. So with us, as I explained with the corners, I want to get a corner touch if they don't get into the paint, but thereafter that's what we're aiming for, is to try and get a paint touch. Also, we try and limit the dribbles. All right. When we start doing a fast break drill, it becomes the Magic Johnson drill and the killer pass. Nobody wants to make the hockey assist. Nobody wants to make that basic pass. So sometimes in the fast break drills, we start going like it's 2 dribbles max. It's 2 dribbles max. By adding those dribbles, that's another rule that becomes very important for them to push the ball ahead and push the ball forward. I say to my teams that when we're going to play, our first offense is pass the ball. Our second offense is pass the ball forward. Our third offense is always make easy passes. And if they can stick to that, then everybody touches the ball. Because we know, for whatever reason, the basketball possesses some special powers that everybody touches the ball, the energy just stays up on both ends of the floor. Anything else on far? Yep.
On transition, would you encourage the players to, instead of going straight to the corners, both of them cut and then fill in the corners, so they can have the chance to get the outlet pass?
Okay, so sometimes we run drills, and drills might not simulate what's going to happen in a game, all right? I don't think there's a wrong way and there's a right way. We'll have different methods. So going with asking if whether the players should cross, sometimes you can have that depending how fast they run up the floor. What I try and do is, if that person in the middle makes that outlet pass, goes to the left-hand side, naturally, because we do 3-man weave so many times, if you think of it in a game, somebody makes a pass and then they want to run around their back. Whereas I'll encourage, just fill the middle lane. Doesn't matter if you're the 7-footer, just go into the middle, and whoever gets that wing pass just pushes the ball tempo going downhill. So once they get downhill and they need to cross just to cause some misdirection, then that's absolutely no problem. But the idea is to keep those slots so that you maintain court spacing. Also, the part that you can focus with from a defensive point of view is when it's 2-on-1, the free throw shooter can deny that first pass. So you can get him to pick up full court. So it doesn't need to just be a transition get back. You can also make it into a pressing drill, because they'll have the numbers advantage until the ball gets inbounded. Anything else? Right? Yep. So finish off tempo basketball. I think most coaches like it. Easiest way to score the ball. All right. Everybody gets involved. The tough part that comes with that is how conditioned your team is. If you've got a conditioned team, you can play up tempo, so forth. If you've got a player that's playing 30 minutes, 35 minutes, then you've got to be smart about what tempo you're going to be running at. All right. Also, if you've got a 9-man rotation, you can be up tempo. If you don't have a 9-man rotation, you need to be a little bit smarter, because you don't want to burn out your players. But good habits over bad habits, all right? And I see the same thing from coaching young players up to coaching pro players. One tip I've learned is, like, don't take anything for granted. Like, don't just say he's 18 years old, he's coming from this place, or he's done this, he knows how to do this, or she came from this. Like, no, you got to be clear on what message you want to get across to your players, so that there's, if they're not asking questions, then you got problems. I think players should be asking questions, they should be making sure, all right? If you do have a group of like 12 or 15 and nobody's asking questions, then that's going to be a magical group. I think you're going to win everything. But they got to be able to ask questions, okay? And there's no silly questions. They're just making sure it's clear, all right? Anything else? That it? All right, it's been a pleasure sharing some of my stuff with you guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Creon. Have a small interval, 2-3 minutes, get rehydrated and whatnot, so the players can refill, and then we'll be straight on to the next one. We'll miss the mark.
Nah, thanks. Great season, Coach.
Thank you.
Great season. It was a joy watching you ladies share the ball.
Oh, that's always, that is a nice thing of what we do.
Oh, yeah.
You made him sweat, man.
I said it. I said it's going to be a little.
Imagine.
second. I'll just tell them, and then. Guys, we thanks very much, and thanks for making the effort to come down early. I always feel it's a great opportunity to not just hopefully get something from me and Coach Creon, but obviously a chance to network for yourselves as well. So what we're going to look at is our defensive system. There are going to be parts of this that you won't like. There are going to be parts of this that you'll be interested in. But it is a whole system, and you can adapt it. You can put things to it. If you don't like stuff, you can change it. But there's some principles here that we think are crucial in terms of our defensive success. And I think we were a fourth, fifth ranked team in defensive field goal possession against in the Europe Cup. And all it's about is not about people not scoring, it's about asking people to take shots that they don't want to take. And that's what we had to deal with. So it's, as you get to a level, it's not about pointless, it's about, as I say, making percentages work in your favor. So I'm going to show you the whole thing first, then I'm going to break it down a little, and then we're going to focus a fair bit on how we deal with screens. And the other thing that we're going to stress throughout once we get into live drills is that if you get defensive stops in your drills, always give the defense the opportunity to benefit from the turnover and use it in terms of the offensive end. Unfortunately, did some fast break stuff earlier on, so I won't be touching that, but the kids will be able to get into the next stage. So I'm just going to bring everybody out, and we'll go through each part of our defense. All right, guys, let's have white on defense. She'll be easier to see. I need the ball here. Guys, come on, quick. Balance the floor for me. All right, just in terms of principles, we divide the floor into thirds. So an outside third, obviously the middle third, and the other outside third. And we're going to keep referring to that as we go through where we like people to rotate to and where we like the ball to go. The other element we talk about a lot is the split line, the line in the middle of the floor, and we have to fill that, and we have to feel it, and also help from it. And again, we have rules how we do that. So those two parts of the floor are really important. The other three principles that we talk about a lot is that we always try to play high up the floor defensively. So never do we sink to the baseline, never do we sink to the circle. We are trying to force our defense to be up the floor in the half court. Second thing that's a real fundamental principle for us is that we do not want to give middle penetration. Almost at all costs, no middle penetration. And we'll explain why when we get into that part of the clinic. The third part of our defensive principle is that we get the ball off the middle and get it to a side and challenge the offense to break that down. So we want to force the ball to the sideline the whole time. The first question I always got was, what about if it's in the middle? It's never in the middle. All right? And even if you choose the side of where you want it to go, when we get to a scout situation, we would actually say we want it to go left or right, depending upon the information and statistic we have. So we're on the ball, and we'll force it to one side. So we're in one side now. So one pass away, we're always high in the passing lane, and we're always having contact with the offensive player, as in with your forearm. You're now not one pass away because it's off the middle, and the middle counts as another person, but we're still high in the lane, making sure the pass is no direct pass. When you're last, you're on the bottom of the eye. And you are the fundamental helper. Because the one thing we never allow to happen is we never help from one pass away. Because you will run drills in practice where you'll have someone standing and shooting the basketball, and if you help from one pass away, you just give the offense the opportunity to take a shot they practice, which we don't want to do. All right, so in terms of shifts on the whole thing, make the pass to the wing, please. All right, so we're in the lane and contacting. You need contact, yeah. Step to the ball, obviously, but you're in the lane, so you're in denial. You'll now become the top of the eye. Just to hammer home this point straight away, we never want the ball to go to the middle, so we play high and we force it along the sideline if we can. Which means, if he puts the, just walk, don't dribble. Don't dribble. Right, stop there. One pass away, you can't help. You can't help because if you do go to help, that's a wide open, stand still shot that you practice hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times a day. You can't give those shots up. So one pass away is no help. Your players will get drawn to the basketball as a magnet, and you'll have people say, yeah, I want to reach for that because I can steal it. Yeah, you may be able to steal it once, but they'll make the shot the other 9 times out of 10. So the help is always from the bottom of the eye. So if you get beat, no, baseline side. If you get beat, this is where the help comes from the bottom of the eye. And again, going through whole rotations, the top of the eye has to help the helper, and you have to drop into the eye. All right, take it back out. If middle penetration happens, we have to squeeze the ball out. So if we do get beat down the middle because we're playing against decent people, one pass away, you don't help. So you have to help from the top of the eye perhaps, and we want the ball to get squeezed out of the middle. All right, take it back. So in terms of the whole thing without screens, if the ball goes to the baseline, all right, and we penetrate, let him go. Stop there. In terms of the rule on the help, 1 foot in the keyway is 1 foot too many. All right, so if the help, if you see the shoulders, you have to help. So we'll come and we'll help, but we help before the keyway. Same principle, you have to help the helper. All right, go back to the top, please. Now we're just going to play no screens though, guys, no screens. All right, so we can pass and cut. We'll stop it. If I stop it, please freeze and we'll talk through the situation. But play up the floor. All right, play up the floor. We don't mind lobs. We can deal with lobs. While the ball is in the air, we can act, the ball being in the air is the biggest friend we have because no one's playing with it. All right, so we're just going to play, and please freeze if I whistle. Let's go. All right. Guys, you're making the defense look really good. Because at the minute, we haven't got within a yard of the three-point line. Let's try and put it on the floor. The only thing you can't do is screen. All right, keep the ball off the middle.
On your right.
All right, run that again. Every time we'll get these overall whole thing breakdowns. Put the ball on the floor. Find yourself in the low block where you were. All right, stop. 0, good, you're good. You can't play defense in the circle. All right, it's the first thing. You haven't seen the shoulders, so you don't need a help. right? He's going to make a tough one, so you're still here. All right. Line of ball between the ball and your player. Is it clear or are you in it?
I wasn't there.
You weren't in it, right? Front cuts kill you, all right? So always play high in the lane. That cut happens, you bump that cut, it's behind you. All right, you have to play up the floor the whole time. Take it back. Let's go. Go back again. Make the pass to the opposite wing from me. All right, stop it there. Make the pass and freeze. If you don't adjust on every single pass, this area is too open. All right, so you have to become the bottom of the eye and you have to see the ball. Stay where you are. If he looks beyond the ball and doesn't see you, he's going to the hoop. Even if he goes to the hoop and he sees you, he is going to think and delay that penetration. Now that's a really hard adjustment because you were out here playing a little bit of denial. You've got to shift and find yourself here on the P of the pass. When that pass goes, you've gone. You can't wait for the catch, right? So you're here. No, you're still, where's your player? She's still guarding the wing. What did we say when we were on the ball? Don't be underneath so they can front cut you, so you're in a good line, so just step up to the lane. Don't go any closer to him, step up to the lane. All right. Then there's the exchange that happens. So you went down and you went up. All right, go on. So who's last? Come on, Tamara. So who's last now? Right, tell him. Tell him and make sure he sees you. So your action on that type of exchange, you're into the bottom of the eye, you see your player going up, you stay in the lane. All right, you're up the floor. Let's go again. One pass away, you have to deny. Because you didn't deny, you're not helped. She gets up, you're underneath her, she has the whole middle. You have to stay up the floor. One pass away, you have to deny. Good job. Run that again. Put it over here. If you're last, you have to say you're last. Because if you're last, he's not helping. So we walk through that again. So we get to here. Stop there. You're not the help. Because he's wide open now. Not only is he wide open if he's a decent baseline jump shooter, he has a dunk right now. You guard him, which means you're in this passing lane. So, come on. So what do you have now? If she's helped, you have two. If you have two, you're the biggest help we can have. So just make sure you've got two. Split the two. You stay inside a bit. You're all right. So now they don't get that baseline jump shot. Tamara's in help. You just have to talk. Even if you don't help because you don't see the shoulders. All right? Let's go again. Come back. Over there. Put the ball over there. Where's the ball, Tamara? Guard him. Guard him. Where's the ball? Where's your player? Up here then. If there's no direct line pass, the corner player either has to move or they have to go over you. If they go over you, you have plenty of time to recover. If they move, you can see and you can easily recover as well. Biggest problem though, you allowed middle penetration. No middle penetration. From there, we're live. Ball in the corner. And we're covering about like 3 weeks of preseason in about 20 minutes. Ball's in the corner. We don't want the ball going to the middle. So you don't mind if he goes there. If he goes there, he's behind the basket. Who you got? Who you got? All right. The reason we stopped it, this structure hurts you. All right, flat on the eye hurts you. So who's last? Yeah. Step up. Get out of the circle. And we're good. All right, so we need an eye, not a flat line. We're going to go from the corner. Live, let's go. Ball in the corner, please. You all right? Tamara, you okay? Get out of the circle. Get out of the circle. You're dead in the circle. Don't come this way. Just go to the top of the circle. All right. How many passes did it take to get to Grace in the corner? All right. We're going to make those 2 passes, and you're going to get to Grace. All right? Ready? Let's go. So you can get there. Come back. There's 2 things that you really just have to drill and drill and drill. Go a bit higher. Firstly, you've got to stay high. Pass where it went. If you're high, stop there. You're already created a clear line of recovery to the ball. If you stay low, that's the biggest screen we have on the floor, and you're going to get caught on it. So you have to step up, and then you're going over that to the corner. Why are you going over it? Because if she puts it on the floor and you're coming over it, she's going on the baseline. And we can deal with baseline. All right? Let's go. Live from there. Job, great. Great job, great job, great job. If we were a 5-on-5 now, you'd have been laying up. Hold up. Why was the steal easier? The steal was easier because he's up the floor and he's in the lane. Doesn't have to be collapsing on the player, but he's up the floor, he's in the lane. Let's go. Back. Put it over there. All right. Make the pass to where it is. All right. As I said, if it goes up, we're okay. While the ball's in the air, we can all adjust. You're denying you're 1 pass away. No, you are denying you're 1 pass away. You're not letting her catch the ball. While that ball's in the air, you're last, right? So, Manny, where are you going to play him? Higher on him? High on him? Higher? So you're forcing in this baseline. That's lower. All right. If he puts it on the floor, you've got to get here. Can you get here from there? Right. So you have to adjust while the ball's in the air. And while the ball's in the air, if he moves, you have to move. You can't forget him. But you can't guard him. I've yet to see a player score without the ball. Yeah? So if he helps, you already have to adjust on that pass. So while the ball's in the air, you have to move. Let's go again. Last one before we move it on. All right. All right, before I break it down a little bit, any question? Because you've seen, without the screens at the minute, you've seen most of the rules.
When you played the last sequence, and he's high at the bottom on the eye, can you give your ball to the ball? And you play him high, you are high at the end, and you have to...
Stop there, that's it.
Now, this is the pass that I'm looking for on the baseline.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then you have extra shot.
No.
Long closeout, how do you guard it?
All right. Let's walk through. Firstly, there will be shots, obviously. All right. If he has to help, all right, and he helps. As soon as he helps, we're helping. He's helped now, so we have to help him straight away. So you have to try to drop to the line of the ball, firstly, so you want it to go over. If you can't get all the way, the ball's going there. And like we said, you're going to close out here on the high side. So you get there. But then this guy becomes, you'll see the extra, this is an extra pass moment for the team. All right? And this is when we're scrambling. Literally straight after this, we're going to load it so there's only 4 defenders. So we're always going to have one player's having 2. That's the extra pass. What you want to make happen now is another pass or a dribble. You don't want the standstill shot. So if you create the other pass here, and you close this out, that gives us time to unpick our help and scramble back to the eye. It's a hard one, and it exposes us at times, but we'd rather know where we're going to be exposed. Anything, is that okay?
Do you teach technique for him to drop? So does he always see ball? Does he see the two on the weak side? And he drops to cover?
So the person who's helping the helper? Yeah. He has to drop to the line of the ball to stop that. And one of the passes that kills us at times, one of the passes we make really well, is this penetration. The obvious thing to do is to drop to that person there, right? So you're supposed to be able to drop and see. You got guys who can throw that pass. And that's when we really are unpicking our help. So if we stop that, because he stopped that, you've got two, that's you, all right? And if you've got that, you're getting back, and we're getting back. That's 2 extra passes. If we make the team make 2 extra passes, I love it from an offensive end because we're sharing the basketball and we get a more open look. But if we can get the ball delayed, whether it be on the dribble or on the pass, it gives us a chance to recover. But he's got to drop to see. He can't drop and just see one lane. He has to open out. I mean, getting really technical on it, if we're on the eye, I don't like being flat because I'm taking no floor space. So if the ball's on that side of the floor, I'm still, even though I'm in help, I want to be in a more closed stance. And if I'm dropping, I'm going to be, again, in a take-up floor space shape. So if you drop ball, you know that guy's there and you open to see both, you can't do much more. And then you're asking the guy to make the 3 with a challenge, which we like. Obviously, that's going to hopefully reduce the percentage. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, like, can we go more technical? Just so 21 drops like to goalkeeper corner.
Yep.
That makes sense in my language. So he's the turn, right?
Yep.
Base the ball. Other way.
No, you're looking. You're seeing the penetration where your teammate has helped. Yeah.
And 93
has got 2.
Is he that way, or is he turn facing the ball?
His action should be, as he's penetrating down there because he would have been this way around, he should be into here and seeing both. Yeah, but there's no way it happens. I could drill it and talk forever about, oh yeah, try and stay closed. When you're rotating, you're going to try and see. The trouble is, once you flatten out, you end up dropping too far. And it's up to your teammates to keep pushing you up the floor. And if you go right back to the beginning, if we sink too far, we have too long a closeout. The other thing to stress about the long closeout is if Hayden makes that pass, stop there. That's a long closeout. On every long closeout, we have to flood the middle because we're in a very weak situation. We would like to force the baseline penetration, but we're in a weak situation. But what we have to do is you're not one pass away right now. As soon as he releases it, you have to flood the middle and put bodies into the keyway so they make another pass. All right? I mean, we're going to drill 2 of those things after we've done the 5, the whole thing. Any other question? Okay. All right, hold up. It's to be fair to the guys in white, let's switch you up so you go onto offense. Otherwise, you'll be playing defense for 45 minutes. And just for a drill, Grace, step out. All right. So we load up the offense with 5 and go 5 on 4. The rules of the drill: 1 pass away, we must deny. The ball must see pressure. Don't forget the same principles we've talked about. We want the ball to go to the side. We don't want it to go to the middle, because in the 5 on 4, if you let it go to the middle, the white team is guaranteed an open shot. All right? So we'll walk through it, and then we'll let you play it. But at the end of the day, it's a scramble. all right? Make a wall, one pass away, denial. Who has 2 right now?
Hayden now.
Yeah, Hayden has 2. It goes to any of them. They're away from the ball, you have 2. So you have to be really active, and there has to be pressure on the basketball. All right? Pass. Whoa, there. There. All right, you're now 1 pass away. You've got to get there. You've got to get off the middle and deny it. Close your stance and deny it. Who's got 2? Hayden's got 2. All right? Just walk through the penalty. Let him go, let him go, let him go. Who helps? Stop there.
Hayden.
Hayden helps. All right? Tommy, you've got to help protect the basket. Who's got 2 now?
Me.
You have. Don't have to rotate to either of them, but you've got 2. But ball at the top, we'll play it. If I whistle, please freeze. All right, ball here. All right. Go where you went. Stop there. Who's, no, he beat you. All right, go past him, There, stop. How many passes are you away from the ball now? You were the last, so you have to help. So you help. This is why middle penetration kills you. You have to help. How many you got? You got to help him, right? Yeah? Where's the ball now? I mean, yeah, you can't guard her. Not now. You're not done. Denial is just denial. Then the ball moves, you have to move. You're not done. You're never done until we have the basketball, after they've scored or we've got the stops. Go again. It's continuous from denial to help to get the ball on the floor to the outside if we can. Let's get it to the outside if you can. Whoa. Hold up. Has she done something to you? You don't want to make a pass and she's wide open because Hayden's not playing defense? Ball here. 1 pass away. You don't help because everybody can shoot the 3. Everybody can shoot the 3 with their feet still. At least 40% if they're at a level when they're standing still. All right, let's go. But Hayden, you've got to move. That's why you have to move. Ball. You're 1 pass away. You're overloaded because we're 5-on-4. Pass. There, right now. You got to be there. Right, that's where you got. If he catches it, he scores. If she catches it, we can recover to that, and she has to make a shot. You have to protect, play defense on the ball, defend the basket. Forget about I'm guarding anybody. We guard people. There's no me in this defense. It's all we. All right? Let's go. Come back. Put the ball in the corner. If you allow it to go middle, they have all sorts of options. You force it to go to baseline, they have fewer. We're going to go from there. Let's go. Live. Hayden, if your teammate is standing next to you, tell him to get the heck out of there. Let's go. Hold up. Put the ball in the corner. Hayden, everyone's running around behind you. You're just guarding one guy. Don't guard one guy. Live. Go back. Ball in the corner. Don't start short-cutting. That's why the 5-on-4 drill really highlights this. You're last. Get on the eye.
Then I get 2.
You've got 2. All right. If he helps, you've always got 2 because there's a guy to guard in the block, right? Because you're 5-on-4. We're going from there, live.
I got two.
Hey, you got to help now. Tommy, put the ball in the corner. This corner. Guard the ball. Hold up. Right at the beginning, we said this is where the division of the floor into 3/3 really helps me. This is an outside third. When the ball is in an outside third, you can't be in the other outside third. It's not a debate. So get to somewhere where you think you're in a better position now. Hayden's got him. We've got the ball. We're one pass away. Get to somewhere where you help the team. Okay, don't go too high because there's a guy in the corner. On the eye. All right, we'll go from there. Live. All right, everything was great apart from we kept allowing the ball to go to the middle. All right, at all costs. One more time, then we'll move it on. All right. All right, go back 5 on 5. No, just make it 4 on 4 for me, please. All right, moving on. All right, make it 4 on 4. Tom, maths, right? Good maths, top eye. You're off the ball. You're off the ball. All right, just give me a box just to demonstrate where we are with screens. Give me a box, Manny, in the corner, All right. As a rule, we switch every screen. Now, the variations on this, we would always switch same side. There's no disadvantage or advantage if we don't switch same size. We decide that the offensive mismatch is more valuable to us than the defensive mismatch. Also, because switching disrupts, you're asking people to make a play as opposed to what they're running, getting them a play. But we don't just switch, all right? You're gonna have to just run with this with me to get this through. So we're gonna make a pass there. Where you're supposed to be. Don't ever forget the principle. You're gonna go on the screen. You're gonna go on the screen. All right, hold up. Now, we never go under a screen, ever. We never, ever go under a screen. So if I wasn't switching this, come on screen, you're gonna come in here, man. You're gonna come off the screen, all right? If we weren't switching this, I'd be trying to either dive to the middle, I'd be either trying to ride him over the top so we get through. But it's you switch when there's a screen. So there has to be a screen. This is not an exchange. This is an aggressive switch and an aggressive act. All right? So you have to be on the inside and high. And you need contact because you're not going anywhere. You're staying there. All right? The communication becomes crucial, as in this instance, it's a screen to my right, screen right, switch. You make that call. When Manny comes off this screen, you have to meet him and take away the direct line of cut that he wants to use. Success is a second move. If you make the offense make a second move, it's success. So Manny comes off this screen, I have to get contact and I have to be in the passing lane. Get there. So you've done that somewhere, right? He can't roll. All right, because we're not standing underneath this screen. If he tries to roll to the ball, roll to the ball.
Oh, my bad.
You're already preventing that. If he tries to then go back door and release, you're on the high side denying that. If they want to throw the lob, they can throw the lob. Because we're pressuring the ball. All right? So what I need to hear is the direction of the screen and switch. All right, and switch. Let's go.
Yeah, Tom.
Yep. Right, switch it.
Yeah.
Mismatch chance.
Back here. Go. Hayden, good job, because don't forget the other stuff about being on the eye, being the help. Much prefer to pass here. And again.
Right side,
Stop. So, here. Stay. Come in here. The defender has to be the person who initiates what they want to happen here. So you've got to be a step up.
Okay.
You've got to be a step up. You can't be like, yeah, I've got him, because he's just going to walk ahead of you. No front cut. Let's go.
Gaps, Tom.
Yep, right.
Stay in the lane. Come back. Go again. I'm going to really slip through this quickly. Same thing. Same thing here. We were good off ball. We were good. Dribble and hand off. Deny it. Take the hand off away. Deny it. No screen. If you deny it, there's no screen because you're over the screen already. All right. If the handoff works, you have to switch. It's the screen. All right. Let's go. Good job. That's success. All right. We stopped the catch on the three-point line, and he had to release. One more, and we'll move it on. In fact, hold up. Aiden, guard the ball. Hold up. I would argue that our best on-ball defender last year was Azania Stewart at 6'4" in Europe and everything. She guarded guards on switches because they were struggling to go past the length. Right, from here, let's go. Job, Tomade, way to go. Nice job. Hold up. We were great until you allowed him to spin back. And the thing is, as long as that's all, that means we only have to solve that one problem now. Stopping him spinning back, keep him where you have him. Last one. You don't have to be all over him outside the three-point line. All right. But you have to be prepared to accept that the big may guard the guard. Last thing before we move on to ball screen. All right. Make the pass here and go and set a screen. All right. There you go. Stop there. All right. No, you're right. You're right. Now, obviously, one of the counters to this, all right, one of the counters to this is if they'll flare the screen. This is the angle of the screen that he's setting. So if they flare, there's no screen. All right, so you're in denial. She comes off this. She flares, flare, there's no screen. So it's not like you switch screens. If they don't use the screen, you don't have to switch because we're still in the passing lane. All right, but what are we saying? You're coming over the top, the screen, they're looking for the switch, she flares, you're still there. All right? Which means the person on ball, which means you're going to go over the top to stop the roll. If she flares, he thinks he's going to slip, you're still there. All right? All right, just run one more and we'll move on. Hold up, come back. You know how many passes we had here? We had a pass, a dribble, and we had 2 cuts, and your feet didn't move. You're still outside there. You have to adjust on every single movement of the basketball. All right, one more. Don't help. And then you got to help the helper. Yeah. All right. Last thing, I literally spent too long at the beginning. All right. Ball here. All right. We're going to walk through the 3 ways we deal with ball screens, because if you don't have ways to deal with ball screens, you're dead. It's just absolute, especially the way the game is officiated. So we have 3 ways. One is the straight switch. So come set a ball screen for me. Stop it. But we're being aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. Come in here. So we're going over the top, but we're switching. All right? And therefore, if you roll, I'm still on the high side, and you've moved, and you're underneath on the help. All right? So just walk through the switch. Go over the top. Everything is over the top. All right, hold it. Good job. All right, if they empty a side, you have to pick your poison, really. All right, come through, Manny, to this corner. Come out here, please, tomorrow. We'll still switch it. Let's go. Over the top. Nah, roll, 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 roll. Go back. All right. Without any, where you're supposed to be, right? Where's the ball? You're on the eye. You want him to see you so there's no direct lane, right? Take the screen, let's go, live, live. It just forces a different decision, which is the key. All right, top. Manny, go back to the corner. There you go. I mean, we never go under unless we just have no respect for the person using the screen. So we don't ever do that because of the level, right? But the other option we have is to trap, and we'll show you, give me 5-on-5 on the floor. You can stand anywhere you want. All right. Just to finish. So if we trap, you set the screen. All right, we're going over the top, and we trap. Stop there. Who's the last now? You're the eye, right? Hold it, stay, you're trapping. Ball's going in that direction. Hold up, ball's going in that direction. Take it back. This player who's rolled is a real issue. So if it's going away from you, you have to take the roller. All right? And you have to stay with the roller. Man, you're still last some of them, all right? And the only way we unpick that, make the pass here. You can't leave until you get back. Now we're back to normal, right? Once he's back. It's easy when the offense is structured that way. Run it again. Manny. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Grace, you're on the eye, man. Take it back. Take it over, take it over, take it over. Ball screen it. All right, hold it there. One pass away. Now you get off. Trap that. Roll. Good. We're all right. Now, that means in this scenario, this guy has to make a tough pass back the way he's come. We can deal with that because we'll unpick it. In terms of the rotation, make that pass, get back.
I'm here.
Yeah. Tom of day, where's the ball? There you go. All right, bring the ball here. Come on, ball screen. Back to the middle. Who's guarding the screener? Hayden, or Ever. All right. You're last, Hayden. Hayden, all right. Come off this, trap that. All right. Who's one pass away now? Who's one pass away now? We'll get in the lane. Who's furthest from the ball? You. So you take the roller. All right? We can get to that. So to finish, and we really have, I have tried to cover a lot to show you the whole thing. On this, on the ball screen, on the trap, one pass away, because that's an easy pass. We deny that. We have to pick the roller up before the keyway, and then one person has two. All right? And that's too quick. Any questions? In a lot, sorry.
I guess teams try to slip a lot against you, I'm assuming. How did you deal with that?
That's the person who has to get underneath. They have to get there. We call it, so they should be on the, they know who's supposed to help. All right, the rule about who rolls to stop the roller is drilled.
Do you have a rule on ball screens? Like if they ghosted it early or slip, like when's the point of the switch or not switch?
Well,
or just
yeah. If we're going to trap, the person on the ball has to force it into the screen wherever possible. If they slip it, they slip it. And it's like if they slip it and we've got the eye field, they're going to slip to traffic. If we've got the eye field. If we haven't got the eye field, slip kills you. So that's why like building it from the eye out is really important. But almost good pick and roll team, if they have to slip, they're going to something they'd rather not go to. And a big who's not used to slipping, playing on the move, is a lower percentage option. So it's not really not about the lack of shot, it's about the shots we're trying to force people to take. And we're 2 years in, and we're not bad now in terms of how we run the pick and roll defense. And it's at any level, if you just have to teach every way of defending it. We ISO'd earlier in the year, for example, didn't really work for us.
I guess the other way that I would counter you is, well, I'd slip him, but because you're forcing it into the screen, I get my guards to go downhill. So again, what point are you staying and switching on that? How would you counter my offense if I was to slip?
So if they slip and the big goes and there's no screen?
No screen, but my guard's attacking because you've already turned. Yeah, so like the first thing is we can't allow the thing is the dribble back to the middle, the ball screen going to the middle is something that gives us an issue because we're trying to force to the sideline. But if there's a pick called going back to the middle, that's a switch or that's a trap. And if they've slipped early, you just have to, at best you try to level off. That's hard. That's hard, but again, you're still asking someone to make a move at speed and pull up, because if we filled the eye, the lowest percentage shot is the pull up. So we're happy with the lowest percentage shot. All right, and I'm more than aware that I've covered a bucket load in 45 minutes. More than happy if anyone wants to drop me a line and ask me any question at any point, and Sam has my details anyway. But thank you for your attention. Most importantly, thank you guys. All right, way to go. On time.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, that wraps up the encore portion of the clinic. Okay, we're going to head downstairs to the classroom session. So we'll give you 1 or 2 minutes just to get organised, and we're going to head downstairs. But we're going to meet here, and then we're going to take you down.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise, you'll be hearing.
I've been there 2 years.
There was one on LinkedIn a while ago. Yeah. I opened it.
There's like a
1,000 applicants in one day. Yeah, that's what that's it.
Facebook for like a brand. working